Hollow Knight, you know about it. It's that one super successful game about bugs. Yeah, take that, bug snacks. If you know more about Hollow Knight than it's just about bugs, you probably know about the interesting, deep and complex lore that's still about bugs. But if you know even more about Hollow Knight, or just watch Mossbag videos, you'll know about the theories on this lore. There's a lot of them. Some are contrived, some are stupid, some are dumb, and some are my theory. Before I go into my theory, some quick lore, not like the full thing, just the bare minimum, because more than that would take way too long. There's a lot of lore in this game. Oh, and also Mossbag's already done way better lore videos than I could ever make. So all you need to know for my theory is that in-game world is Hallownest. Hallownest is a vast rune kingdom that a few gods called higher beings reside in. Ooh, I wonder why I'm bringing this up. Maybe it'll be important later. One of the characters exploring and mapping this kingdom is Cornifer. Cornifer, like I said, maps the kingdom and he sells those maps to you, the player character. Which, would be fine if he actually finishes his maps, but he doesn't. And then the only way to finish the maps is to buy an item from his wife's shop. God damn it, Cornifer's a capitalist who's exploiting bugs by selling them an unfinished product and then making them pay full thing from a shop that he profits from. So that's my Cornifer theory. No wait, crap, no. Sorry, that I just get carried away about how capitalists are ruining this world and it's only a matter of time before a socialist uprising frees the working class from the chains of oppression. No, my actual theory about Cornifer is even smarter than that, because to be honest, you have to have a very high IQ to understand the deep anti-capitalist tones of Hollow Knight, and oh god, how did that get in there? Okay, so my theory is not about anti-capitalism, I know, incredible, but it's actually about higher beings. My theory is that Cornifer is a higher being. Okay, I know this sounds crazy. I sound crazy, but I have irrefutable evidence that will shock the Hollow Knight community to its core. Shock the Hollow Knight community to its core. My first piece of evidence is that Cornifer is not affected by the Radiance and the Radiance's infection, which affects pretty much everyone who ventures into Hallownest. Now, there are some characters who aren't affected by the Radiance, like the Mantis Lords, but they've been in Hallownest for a while and probably have a strong enough will to resist the Radiance's infection. And other characters that aren't affected either don't dream like Zoe or haven't been in Hallownest long enough. Or, honestly, actually, I have no idea why the last stag isn't affected by the infection. He's been in there for ages. Oh, that's my point debunked. Haha, but fear not, I have more points, such as Cornifer is immune to damage. Now, you could argue that Team Cherry made Cornifer immune to damage so a vital part of the game didn't die, therefore breaking the game. And to that I say, would Team Cherry really compromise the integrity of their lore just to deliver a more competent game? Well, that's my point down the drain. Okay, so this may look bad for my theory, but I have more facts and logic to vigorously beat you over the head with. So, you know how Cornifer always seems to be traversing a notoriously dangerous place with ease? Like, how did he get past all these enemies? Or how did he get down in this little crevice in Kingdom's Edge? Or how did he get to this spot in Pog Canyon? Nice. No, but seriously, how did he get into that point in Fog Canyon? Because it can't be accessed without the Shade Cloak, which would be impossible for him to have because it's in the Abyss, which is an area that can't be accessed without the King's Seal, which is something that Cornifer can't have because you get it later on in the game. Or he would need Isma's Tear to get through some acid, which he could theoretically get, but there's only one Isma's Tear, and by that point you have it. Wait, did I just not destroy my own argument for once? Yes, this is incredible. I'm right, and you're wrong. Quirrell's in the exact same area. What? Quirrell's in the exact same area as Cornifer and Fog Canyon. Well, this doesn't entirely disprove my theory, maybe, kinda, so I think I'll just take this as a win, because I really need one of those right now. Alright, so it may look like all my points have been disproven at that point, but this is the original point that made my goblin brain create this video in the first place, so it has to be good, right? This is that Cornifer always seems to know exactly where you are whenever you're in a new area. Like within the first 15 minutes of entering a new place, you hear that tantalising humming and you know he's nearby. This maybe doesn't apply to all areas, but you still bump into him at some points, and even in Deepnest, the spookiest part of the game, he's not humming and he's actually scared shitless. In Deepnest, he's not actually scared, he's just toying with you to try and annoy you and giving you all of unfinished maps. Oh, this actually kinda covers a lot of holes in my theory. Nice, my theory nearly works now, if only it wasn't based on bullshit. Alright then, this is my final point to support my infallible and unshakable theory. Okay, here it is. Cornifer is only in Hallownest to mock the Pale King. The Pale King, by the way, was the previous ruler of Hallownest, who also just so happened to be a higher being. Now, it may seem like I'm grasping at straws here, but no, think about it. Cornifer says he's there to make maps, but he doesn't even finish his maps, and he likes the royal waterways, which are dark, dank, and generally horrible. Except from Dung Defender and Fluckmarm, of course. Now, why am I bringing up this aspect? Well, it's because he dislikes Deepnest. But Deepnest is quite similar to Royal Waterways. They're both just the worst. Enemies appear out of seemingly nowhere, and they're both super dark, which furthers my theory that in Deepnest him being scared half to death was just him mocking you. I think Cornifer's some sort of trickster god that's sort of dancing over the ruins that the Pale King once ruled, like he's saying, haha, I'm still alive and you're not. Or something like that, honestly. This theory is pretty much dead in the ground if you even know a little bit of Hallownest lore, so fuck it. I'm just gonna say he's part of the Phantom Thieves and move on with my miserable life.